Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Today, something just occurred to me, and it is some important advice that I would like to give. Now, you can take this advice or not, it's totally up to you. If I were asked, what is the number one thing that you would like to have on your shelf at all times? I would have to say broth. The reason is it's very versatile. It's something you could use almost every day if you had to, or if you wanted to. You could do beef broth, pork broth, chicken broth, vegetable broth. It doesn't matter how you have it. If you could have bouillon, canned broth, boxed broth, home canned, homemade and frozen, whatever you need to do, I think, in my opinion, that it's very important to have a good stock pile of stock. So yesterday I did, even though it's only a small batch, I do a little at a time, and let me tell you, it adds up. I did 3 chicken bone broth, and I did 2 quarts of soup, chicken soup, okay? The day before, I did 3 pints of beef broth. This is vegetable broth. I just took this off the shelf, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So I did the half pints and the quarts yesterday using chicken stock, beef broth, and vegetable broth. The vegetable broth comes from my vegetable scraps. The beef broth came from beef bones that were on clearance for like $1.60 a package. Okay? So that's what I got from that. Plus I used some fresh last week. The chicken broth was chicken scraps from roasted chicken on Sunday. And it got me 3 half pints of chicken stock, 2 quarts of chicken soup, and 2 quarts of broth yesterday to make lentil soup. Stock or broth can be made into gravies for meats, soups. They're a good thing to add even to mashed potatoes. If you don't want to add milk, you can add broth. There's so much you can do with broth, and it does not, it won't be on your shelf long. You just implement it into your menu plan and your meal plan. I like to keep broth because, like I said, it's versatile. I'm not going to pay for something if I can get it for practically free. These bones and these scraps were all going to be thrown out. So I saved them and I make my broth. Very easy. Throw it in a crock pot, let it go at least 24 hours. Have a nice rich broth, and then preserve it the way you want to preserve it. Either pressure can it, freeze it, or use it right away. Or buy some bouillon, some canned broth, or some box broth. The reason I took this out, somebody isn't feeling good today. They have a bad cough. So, what am I going to do? Mimi reached for good old-fashioned chicken vegetable broth. All I'm going to do is put it in a pan, cook a little bit of rice to throw in it, and this is going to be very soothing for someone who has that croupy cough that lingers and doesn't go away. It's gentle on your stomach if you're sick. It's good for coughs. There's something good about the bone broth. It boosts your immune system. This is very, very healthy for you. Again, if I was asked the number one thing to keep on my shelf, it would be broth. So think about it. Let me know in the comments below if you ever gave good thought to what you want to keep on your shelf. The most important things. This is a base for anything. So I hope that you like this little bit of advice that I have. You can take it or not. You could do your research. You do you. But this is what I do. And I have no regrets. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you on my next one.